I've been enjoying my Alienware M18R2 for a couple of weeks now, and I've received a lot of comments on how I use my laptop when I'm in the office. So tonight's video, I'm going to be talking about my all Alienware gaming desk setup. The obvious star of the show in this video is the Alienware M18 gaming laptop. It is, in my humble opinion, the best gaming laptop Dell offer. And although there are a couple of gripes which I did cover in my review, it's a solid machine. Now I will put a link down below to the review just in case you missed it. The M18 has such a large screen that I'm often happy just gaming directly on the laptop itself. But when I actually get a free evening, I want to relax at my desk with a large monitor and a full-size keyboard. So with that in mind, let's take a look at what I'm using, starting with the monitor. Alienware have an incredible range of monitors, and this year we also have a number of high refresh OLED displays. I've chosen the 34-inch ultra-wide OLED model. I absolutely love ultra-wide displays, especially for gaming, and this curved 165Hz 34-inch ultra-wide monitor running at 3440 by 1440 looks absolutely stunning. I also find it makes gaming so immersive, and being OLED, the colours pop and the blacks really are black, meaning that dark games just look incredible. Also, with OLED, we get incredible pixel response times, which is fantastic for first-person shooters. The only downside of the display is the text is not the sharpest due to the OLED triangular subpixel layout. So if you do plan to use the monitor for reading lots of text, you may want to choose the 4K OLED monitor display instead, with its higher pixel density. Now the monitor has a great range of ports, from 2 display ports, and HDMI 2.0, which is limited to 100Hz due to the bandwidth, and it also has a 4-port USB hub. The stand is height adjustable and also swivels and tilts to get your perfect angle, and it also has some RGB on the rear of the monitor. For the keyboard, I have the Alienware AW920K. Full-size mechanical keyboard with per-key RGB lighting. It also has a volume dial, programmable rocker switch and the Cherry MX Red switches. The keyboard can be used wired, wirelessly or via Bluetooth, and it has 3 profiles that are all accessed via the buttons at the back of the keyboard. It comes with a handy magnetic dock which houses the wireless receiver, which not only puts the receiver close to the keyboard but can also be attached directly to the keyboard itself to charge it. Battery life is about 42 hours at 50% brightness over the 2.4 GHz wireless dongle. The keyboard has double-shot PBT keycaps with shine-through legends. The lighting looks incredible, but the caps feel very average in terms of the weight and material. Also, the keyboard has no sound deadening foam, meaning it won't sound as good as the custom or high-end keyboards that are on the market for the same sort of price point. And given its high-end price tag, I would have expected a better sound profile here. Typing and gaming on the keyboard is a solid experience due to the Cherry MX Red linear switches, which I love for gaming. The keyboard also has 2-stage feet to adjust the incline for comfortable typing experience, but I do wish they'd included a wrist rest, especially for the price of this board. Since buying this keyboard, Dell have also just released the Pro keyboard in a compact layout, which is probably the better option if you're only planning on using the keyboard for gaming. Moving to the mouse, and this is also the new Alienware Pro mouse, a 4 kHz wireless and an 8 kHz wired precision mouse that weighs only 60 grams. The mouse is pure performance, so you won't find any Alienware RGB on here. The Pro has optical switches on the mouse buttons, a responsive wheel, and a profile button underneath which can be customised within the Alienware Command Center software. Using the mouse for the last few weeks, and I've been really impressed with it. It's accurate, incredibly responsive, and if you set it to 1 kHz on wireless, you get about 120 hours of battery life. The only couple of niggles I have are, of course, the Alienware Command Center software is as intuitive as it always is, and although the receiver is a USB-C and neatly stows away in the underside of the mouse, it's very long, and I hate leaving it plugged into the laptop for fear of someone breaking it off. Under the mouse and keyboard, I have the large Alienware mouse mat. There's nothing special about this here, but I wanted to keep it all Alienware. And lastly, the headset I'm using is the Alienware AW920M. This is the tri-mode wireless headset. The headset has a 2.4 GHz wireless, Bluetooth, or wired mode. We have the lit alien head on the ear cups, and it's incredibly comfy for long-term gaming sessions. Battery life is also pretty good at approximately 50 hours on a charge, and will also fast charge 6 hours of playback from just 50 minutes of USB-C charging. The sound quality and mic is what you'd expect from a gaming headset. You won't be throwing your studio headset away, but it's pretty good for gaming, definitely good enough for my use. So that's pretty much my entire setup. But just in case Dell are watching, despite having a great monitor and peripheral range, where are the laptop or the headphone stands that would really top my setup off? So now we've looked at all the peripherals, how well does it all work together? Now firstly, everything can be configured with the Alienware Command Center, and although this is not my favourite piece of software, all the peripherals were detective and selectable without any hassle. And it makes it very handy just having one piece of software to control everything. Because the monitor has a USB hub, I just plug all the peripherals into my monitor, meaning that I then just have to plug the power, a display cable and one USB cable into my laptop and we're completely up and running. Now I use a display port to the monitor to a mini display port to my Alienware laptop. Now this gives me the full 1340 by 1440 at 165 Hz, and it also allows me to use G-Sync on the monitor. Having the laptop off to the side is very handy, and I use it for an extended display showing my monitoring software. I usually have Discord and the game guides for the game that I'm currently playing off on that screen. Performance on this ultrawide is nothing short of astounding. The image quality, fluidity and immersion is just incredible on this display. And once you go to OLED, it's really hard to go back. So I'm pleased we're getting more OLED options this year. But the biggest question is, when is Dell going to give us OLED displays or mini LED displays on the Alienware range of laptops? There's nothing else I really want to say here. As always, I'd love to know your thoughts. Tell me what you think of my all Alienware gaming setup. Pop it in the comment section down below and I will get back to you. And lastly, thanks for watching.